Dia of. In this video, I'm going to show you this game that I have created as a teaching aid for WYDA, but also it's just a really fun game that anyone can play, and you can play with a deck of cards. You can actually play it by yourself if you want. You can play it in twos, you could play it in threes, you can play it in fours even. But I'm going to take you through it and show you the WYDA elements. So you could call it the WYDA card game, or you could call it Patience, a name that my mother gave it really, but both of us kind of gave it. So basically what we have is the different elements that are in WYDA. Okay, so I'm going to explain the board to you. This is what a complete board looks like. Now, I want you to notice, first of all, that there is actually a kind of dividing line here down the middle. On the left-hand side here, this is the strength side. And on the right-hand side, this is the stability side. So everything over here is related to strengthening, and everything over here is related to stabilizing. The kings and the queens at the top, they're unity exercises. So what we do first of all is we start off with strengthening exercises to strengthen the energy fields. We've got 3 energy fields: vital, emotional, mental. Then we stabilize those fields: vital, emotional, mental, and then we can do our unity exercises. These are the strengthening exercises. These are the stabilizing exercises. These are elements in nature that enhance the strengthening exercises. These are elements in nature that enhance the stabilizing exercises. And these are shapes that enhance the strengthening exercises. And these are also shapes that enhance the stabilizing exercises. So the rules of the game are basically, you got to get these 3 of these in first, any 3, okay? So in this slot, what we have is 1, 2, 3, 4 spades and 1 diamond. We've got 4 hearts here. This diamond can also be played there. And we've got 4 clubs, and this diamond can also be played there. So this 5 of diamonds is actually a wild card that can be played in any of these 3 slots. You'll start with this being blank. You'll have 6 cards in your hand, and your first step is to try and fill these 3 slots with any of those cards. As long as there's a spade there, a heart there, a club there, of any of those numbers, and you can use that 5 again in any of those slots. Once you've done that, your next step is to try and fill any of these 3 slots, the same idea, with any of those cards in those slots. So that's 1, 2, 3 slots, 4, 5, 6 slots. Once those 6 slots are filled, your next step is to play a king and a queen. The elements of nature down here can be played once you've got a card in the above section played. The shapes can then be played once you have the elements of nature cards played. So by completing this one, it unlocks your ability to be able to enter this one, which unlocks your ability to be able to enter this one. How the game works is, once the first king and queen is placed on the board, you accrue points, and you accrue points for every section you have completed. So 1 of these completed is 1 point, but if you have 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and if you're 4 there, and if you're 4 there, that's 4 points. If you have this row complete, that's another point, that will be 5. If you have this row complete, that'll be another point, that's 6. Same over here. There's a total score of 3 there, 4, 5. Now to note down here, like the 5 is a wild card which can go into any of those 3 slots, the 7 of diamonds and the jack of diamonds can move across here in any of these slots as well. And if you place, say, the 7 of diamonds in one of these slots, but you want to move him over to another slot over here, you can do that during the game without any cost of a turn. Okay, so when you have a score on the board, with say your king and a queen on the board, the scores are actually dangled. So it's my king's side is going to be against my opponent's king's side, which is actually going to be opposite. So this score is going to actually be marked against that opposite side, which my opponent will be there, and the queen will be where my opponent's queen is, which is going to be over there on that side over there. It works as a kind of you need to be ahead on both sides for one turn and then you win the game. So that's the idea of it. So there are a couple of other things like aces. Aces allow you to recycle what's in your hand and take a second turn. And then there are twos, and twos allow you to break the rules in a way where you can actually place any of these cards on the table at any one time. There are a couple of rules, the kings and queens, like if you place the same king and queen of the same suit on the board, you get an additional turn, and there's you can be granted additional moves. If your opponent places the king and queen on the board for the first time, you have an additional hand to get to the point of being able to place the king and queen on the board, or an additional turn. It's like you have 2 turns. Again, I just want to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these away. I'm going to play a game, if I can, considering I'm holding the phone in one hand, and talk you through some of the other nuances that will crop up as I play the game. Again, the purpose of it is to teach WYDA from a theory point of view. And once you get a hang of playing the game, you kind of move through the rules and see how they're flexible, and yeah, it creates it really structures it well, and I think it's fun. That's really important for things to be fun. What I'm working on is having the cards, which are all the exercise cards, which is this row and this row, with the actual exercises on them. So you'll actually see the actual exercise there. This is the horse, I believe. It's a horse exercise. These are elements of nature. So some of these will have one of these will have the sun, the emotional energy field will have the sun and a body of water like a lake. And then the diamonds are shapes. So there's like circles and squares and whatnot. So all of that will be communicated on the cards once that element is designed and ready to go. Okay, so I'm working. I've actually created a version of it online, but I'm working on getting that. That's only available to me, but I'm working on getting that online where people can play it online. I have the rules almost fully there. I'm like 90% there with the rule card or booklet. And next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish this video, and I'm going to make another video playing the game. Okay, good.